Good evening, Netrunners around the world. My name is BJ. You're joining us here on ATGN for the Australian Nationals held in Melbourne, Australia. And you're currently watching, I think we're moving into deep into the top 8 double elimination games. I'm joined by Andrew R. And in this game, we're watching Jesse versus Johan.
Howdy, Netrunners. It's Andrew R. here. Yep. That's correct. So in the last game, we watched Alex be defeated.
Our Queensland boy.
By Jesse. He was sent down into the losers bracket, and our faithful cameraman, Kuso, has decided to follow the winner, Jesse. The thing about Jesse is he's playing one of the different... He's not playing New Earth Hub. He was playing Wayland.
Insane. I've never heard of anything so... When you look at the stats, it seems like a crazy choice to go off.
So we're following Jesse here. He's now also playing Kate instead of Andromeda.
What?
Crazy man. So he's playing against a New Earth Hub, which is to be expected. They're everywhere. Be prepared.
And what are you looking out for? I mean, is there any way to look out for anything against New Earth Hub?
Well, you pretty much want to count the influence. Are they trying a scorched version?
Yeah,
or
okay.
A sort of an astrobiotics version, you know?
Right.
So trading in biotic labor as your sort of fast, advanced version.
Absolutely. So, of course, Jesse there playing alternate data sucker.
Yep.
Plus combined with a...
Daily cast.
Daily cast. There we go.
I'm not quite sure exactly what type of Kate this will be yet.
Yep.
Will it be a prepaid Cade, or will it just be a big rig, or will there be some other admin tricks?
I like the terminology of a prepaid Kate. If everyone had a prepaid Kate.
Whereas across the table, we've got Johan. Interesting starting turn. No economy, he just went ice, ice, ice.
Ice, ice,
I've been
ice.
willing to bet they're all cheap. And
yes.
At least one of them's a pop-up window.
Yes. Pop-Tart, your favourite?
I do love it. It's actually one of my favourite pieces of ice. Altogether.
And I do love a Pop-Tart, so...
Whereas over the other side table, not to take any attention away from Jesse,
R&D interface
just modded out R&D interface, which is a fantastic card against New Earth Hub. And he's making a bit of cash here.
And of
laundry,
course...
I'd say archives. No need to sort of speculate too far there.
Just give me some cash.
Power up your data sucker, make some money.
Yep.
All good. So by the looks of it, he's going to begin working his way into R&D.
And Johan, of course, they're installing over HQ.
A little bit of a, hey, maybe there's some agendas here.
We've got a Mimic coming out right now.
Interesting.
How do you feel about Mimic coming out?
Of Kate?
Of course, Data Sucker.
Oh, wait, what do you know?
Oh, surprise!
Pop up into an Eli. Classic.
I think there's a sound effect in there
Classic
somewhere. I'm not sure, but it could have just been a sound effect. Pop up into Eli.
Classic ambient.
There are some things you never get tired of looking at. Yeah, that's right.
Mimic. Good splash. Early game. It's fantastic against Jinteki. It's good against that early ice, but, you know, when it comes time to play someone like Wayland, who can very quickly get up archers or something like that.
Yep.
Mimic will quickly fade out.
Right.
However, it is backed up by a data socket. This may turn out to be very effective.
And a double R&D interface.
Another modded. For another
Pop-Tart.
free R&D interface. So, awesome. It's not actually going to stop any runs that server, but it's going to make it painful.
It's true.
Paying out 2 credits, giving the corporation 2 credits, and then click to get through just to see 3 cards. You can create an R&D lock every...
But now Johan, of course, starting a remote server.
So he's using his ability there. He started remote server. He drew.
Yep.
They're playing very quickly.
They are playing exceptionally quickly, of
Just
course.
note that, you know, top 8, you should know your deck very well
That's
by now.
right. You've got a 55-minute, I guess, limit for both.
I just saw a glimpse of Rohan on the right. I just saw a glimpse of his NAPD contacts in hand. And also, look at that awesome mat.
I mean, everyone knows, of course, Hattori Hanzo from Kill Bill, but this is what Hattori's
Tori Hanzo,
Hattori's
the female version.
Caucasian grandniece, perhaps. Tori Hanzo.
She's very dangerous.
Yes,
With enough money, she is very dangerous.
but she does make a very good playmat.
Excellent.
So I can understand the.
Yeah, really nice artwork on the playmat. I really wanted one.
Yeah, I bet you did. And falling just so painfully short.
It was close. So he's using the ability there again. He created a remote.
Yes.
I drew up.
Drew a card. Absolutely.
Deck's driving itself along.
Yep, excellent.
It's marked accounts, which is a real annoying asset to a trash. Zero
What are we
res,
talking about? To
5
crash,
to trash.
5 to trash on a marked accounts. Yeah. So
Which, that actually led to, just while they're playing there, that actually
Yes.
led, when I was testing with Alex, our Queenslander from the former game, last
Yes.
game, sort of my runner choice, and it was quite successful, was actually noise.
yes.
And this is ye old noise. This is pre-cache.
Pre-cache.
Now, when I,
Oh.
when I say cache, that's how Australians and
Yes,
perhaps
true.
Proper English pronounce it.
Proper English.
I know that, you know...
There's
watching
plenty
a
of
few-
global heathens. There's a-
Oh, that's strong.
language heathens, perhaps.
No. I know that the American pronunciation is cache.
Oh,
Sorry,
cash.
cash.
So you get your cash money plus your cash backup. Your memory cash.
Yeah, that works really well for the card.
Yes.
None of this cache business.
That's right. Right.
Yeah, so cache actually works a lot better for the name, but that noise will work a lot better once we get that card. However, against New Earth Hub, it had two of my favorite cards. It had Parasite, it had Imp.
Yes.
It was actually surprisingly effective.
Yes.
And because I faced so much New Earth Hub during the day,
I bet.
so the deck worked well. We just had a Proco come out, Professional Contacts.
Yes.
And Desperado. There's-
Why don't you? Oh wait.
So we're
is there
looking-
singing or no singing? I'm not sure where we're at. These guys
You're
are
allowed to
furiously playing, of course, here, and we've
I
got.
love the speed.
I mean, the thing that's always perturbed me, if I was Johan, I would want that wall of ice over R&D to look more imposing. Stacking 4 cards up, it's defeating the purpose of having 4 eyes over. I mean, 2 will pop up. So of course they're not.
You're right.
You know.
That wall should reach right
That's
up to
right.
the opposing
We
player's
should
play
be
mat.
breaching over to the other side.
So it almost touches identity.
That's
So,
right.
You want to come here, you got to pay, buddy.
You want to tickle Kate on the nose with your unres dice. And of course, Corroda coming out now, so we've got a Mimic.
I love
Corroda.
the Kate economy there. You've got Clickless economy coming in from Daily Cast. You've
Trickle
got,
coming, yes.
you got your Desperado. You've got your
Why
Proco to drive
don't
yourself
you-
along.
Yes.
Drawing, but you're also making money.
Lovely.
Data Sucker. You've got excellent breakers. All out of faction.
That's right. Where is this influence coming from?
spent
Jesse,
it on-
tell us. Show us more.
This is done well.
It's probably pretty much all on the table right now.
We're just missing a code gate breaker, but it could be Goodian's Blade. You know?
What I find quite interesting at this moment, we're 7 minutes, 40 seconds into this game, and there's not a point scored.
Not a point scored.
There's not an agenda scored, there's not an agenda stolen.
Well, this is the thing, and what sort of steered me away from Kate,
Yes.
into sort of away from Andromeda and Kate.
Yes.
Not so much Andromeda actually, but more Kate. It can be a little bit slow. There's a bit of setup
Slower
time,
build-up required.
and I felt, and Jesse obviously didn't, and it worked for him.
Yes.
That Kate was a little slow to get going against
Yes.
New Earth Hub. New Earth Hub could set up and start scoring agendas from anywhere, whenever
Yes.
they wanted.
Yes.
And
And with as
the
little
setup
as
time
I know,
of Kate to get going.
Yeah.
Maybe it's an extra turn or two over Andromeda.
I would have thought by now there's easily some fast advancing going on the New Earth Hub side of the table.
Johan's been, whereas
It's fairly stagnant at the moment. He's built up some nice ice,
maybe he hasn't seen the agenda.
which is more ice on an MBN side of the table than I ever saw playing MBN. I can tell you that. We're looking at 8 pieces of ice. Seems excessive. But
a lot.
nothing happening as far as advanced agendas at the moment.
I know, that's very interesting to notice that. And maybe it's a different type of New Earth Hub.
He could just be distracted by
We've
Tori
only
Hanzo
seen-
staring at him
just
through his
note that
playmat.
we've only seen one point of influence from New Earth Hub.
Yes.
For all we know.
That's right, Eli's
Perhaps
on the
it's
table,
not
yeah.
fast advance.
Yep.
Perhaps there's snares, scorched earths waiting behind those
Interesting.
Eli's.
Yeah. So he's playing the slower, longer game to catch his opponent
possible.
unawares. Yeah,
It's
true.
possible.
Very, very true. And of course,
Unfortunately-
Gordian's Blade come in to use some more.
Hey.
Well,
Hello,
not
Gordians.
actually non-influenced, sticking to the
That is a big
Shaper
rig.
faction.
That is a classic big rig.
And monstrous. I mean, Data Sucker now 3 tokens. Mimic. There's not much that's going to stop Mimic at the moment, is there? I mean, with 3 tokens on a Data Sucker.
Janus.
Are we looking at that in New Earth Hub, though? I mean, realistically, right now.
Well, one of the another amazing points about New Earth Hub is the 17 influence.
17 influence,
rather than
yeah,
15.
okay.
So Janus could happen.
This is true, and quite surprising, as you said, we've only seen 1 point of influence at the moment on that Eli. That is the only non-NBN car we've seen so
You'll
far.
find R&D's well secure.
Yeah.
Once that Janus pops up.
And of course, behind one of the remote servers out there, we've got a couple of cards back there. So either we're looking at 2 upgrades or...
Yeah, it could be trying to lure some money.
Yep. And a toll booth on R&D.
Just appears to be sticking to his game plan. He wants R&D. He's got 2 R&D interfaces.
2 R&D interfaces. I think we're going to start to see some
toll booth
agendas start to flow here shortly.
It's going to be very expensive to get through.
Yeah, true.
Almost prohibitively.
Well, Gourds, it's...
Pop-ups, Eli's, that's not a good server to get into.
Yeah, but then he's looking at, what, 2 cards, 3 cards?
3.
3 cards, 2 R&D interfaces. If he's not scoring right now...
a bit of discussion. Who gets what?
Well, you can take some of that back and pay with
so
that.
just note that Kate's now down to 1 credit. And
there's an agenda right there. And 2 points Project Beal. So, R&D
that was
interface...
worth it. It could have backfired horribly.
Yeah, that's right. If Kate was now left with only 1 credit, having done that monster run into R&D with no points...
Well, he did actually do a Maker's Eye. He was seeing
Maker's Eye as well.
Yeah.
So was that 5 cards you would have seen then out of
correct
R&D? Yeah, wow.
It was
so
worth
ultimately for only 2 points, do you think that's worth it? Or
no, actually, you could feel a little cheated.
you would have liked to have seen at least 4 points. I
think I would.
Yeah, I can tell already.
For spending my economy,
yeah,
playing my winning cards like that.
All right, Sander's out, and we've paid for NAPD, not the LAPD.
The one you want to score.
Yeah,
to be honest,
true.
you'd
Very
rather
true.
have that been an R&D.
Astroscript or...
It's the opposite of an asterisk.
That's right.
The slowest, most painful agenda to score out.
But it's 2 points. So it's tied it up.
It is definitely better than 0.
Yeah, there you go.
So I'm not sure if that means there's none in his hand and so he's waiting to dig through. Because obviously he would have scored something better first.
I'm starting to wait to see where this goes. I mean... Jesse is building an incredible amount of credits each turn on his side of the table now.
Basically, it looked like he pro-code 3 times.
Yes.
And sure gambled.
Yes.
He's burning through his deck. He
Yeah,
wants to
that's
set
right.
up quickly, turn around and quickly be able to strike again. Because the problem he's facing, without a magnum opus is those tempo turns.
Yes.
Where... You do your big run, you score your agenda points,
yes,
and then you've got to turn around, make your economy back. And that's also another thing that turned me off Kate. Especially prepaid Kate, which this doesn't appear to be. It just looks like a standard big rig, which is great. I mean...
So to spell out for people that don't know, prepaid Kate, in the definition
uses prepaid invoices, prepaid pads.
Yes.
We can edit that out.
We won't though. We're running with it.
Please do. Powerful economy card that sort of make your sure gambles cheaper, more efficient.
Yes.
And the deck cycles itself over.
For sure.
I certainly like the look of that deck.
And we've got to run on HQ now with nothing being rezzed out of HQ, and we're looking at another relay.
Well, now that he's got an R&D lock, it's certainly worth having a look in our HQ.
So if we're running at R&D now, what's our sort of turnaround in financially to get in there? So, I mean, you could double click through Eli.
If you used your data sucker tokens, if you used all your data sucker tokens, you could reduce it by 4.
5 on there, mate. 4 at the moment. Yep.
So you got to pay your 3 to get through toll booth, and you got to pay 1 to break, 2 data sucker tokens.
Yep.
2 credits for pop up.
Yep.
So you get 6 credits.
So
and
really,
then,
he's just waiting on Johan to draw up what he's already seen.
Yep.
And then smack it again.
Absolutely.
So
Yep.
save up the cash, and then I'm going to go in there,
Yep.
tear
It's
R&D
clearly his game plan
to pieces.
and,
Absolutely.
It's going to bring the win. I mean,
It's looking solid. Absolutely.
Seeing 3 cards off R&D before the Corp does,
Yep.
you've got no problems there.
Yep. And I mean, you see Johan's got something still installed over Sansan there. So
However,
if he was going to
Johan
score
has
that.
something like Fast Track, where he can sort of reshuffle the deck.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a Parasite coming in.
On to Tollbooth. Yeah, okay.
He's going to try and kill it.
Yep.
Yeah. He doesn't want to pay.
He's got enough money there to do that, doesn't he? 4 on
he'll hit
data, 5 on data.
Probably hit
actually.
Archives, go up to 5 Data Sucker tokens.
Yep. I think he's already 5 on data sucker. If you ever.
Here we go. Yep. Dirty Laundry into Archives. Power up your Data Sucker.
Excellent. And kill that Tollbooth. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Good. Excellent. Yep. Bye bye. 1. Yep. Done. Okay. So now, of course, R&D interface. There was no. Yep, Dirty Laundry, yep, of course. And we're looking at
3 cards.
3 cards, Johan.
This is
Show
not
them.
good.
Oh, dear.
whoa.
Wait, don't show those, son. Oh, don't show those. We did not see those.
Ooh,
For anyone playing at
that
home.
is not the one he wanted to see, AstroScript.
That's
one of the
it.
keys to the speed of the deck.
And now, unfortunately, if Jesse was paying any attention... Oh, no, he's allowed to shuffle the deck. Excellent. That's quite sportsmanly there, I think.
Well done, Jesse.
Yeah, well played. And so we're 4 points though, and unfortunately this New Earth hub is now behind 4-2.
Well, often in this position, and I think I mentioned it in the last game, by turn 4 to 6, because of the draw power of the deck, you're playing out, you can see the asset economy up to the
pads
top
out,
right corner.
off to the right, yeah.
You've
for
actually
sure.
been it's drawing, and
Yes.
you find that your hand actually has quite a few Astros or something in it,
Yes.
sitting there. So once you get that Sansan up,
Yeah.
it's a simple matter of scoring them out quickly, and you go, oh yeah, sure, go to R&D, and it turns into a bit of a race.
Yep.
Kate would go in and see 3 cards of R&D. You'd
Yep.
score out 1 from your hand, then you'd fast track another one up. And
Of
try and
course, NAPD then scored off Sansan.
once again, not ideal.
Been sitting there for a little while. No, that's right.
I'm really feeling...
And it's one of those games where it's just like you would give your, well, let's just say it, left nut for an AstroScript instead of that first NAPD to be down there on that Sansan.
It's just the...
Stuff is going to start moving smooth, more smoothly.
Bang. Another modded, another R&D interface.
Jesse said it. Johan just said it all. I think his
sorry,
head
but
almost hit the table.
I can hear the bell tolling.
And he's looking at, there it is. Unbelievable. So that's hard work right there. So obviously...
it was a beautiful R&D lock, and just shut the game out.
and that's what you want to see. You want to get that early access before the runner, before the corp, of course, and then just time your runs, build your money, go in again.
Couldn't have
score some
asked for
points.
Kate to come out any better than that.
That's excellent. All right, so we will catch everybody as we move higher now, or should I say deeper, into the top 8 of the Australian Nationals held in Melbourne, Australia. And we will catch you in the next round. Thanks, guys. I've been BJ, and this is...
And you are.
for ATGN.